What up, YouTube? Hey, I'm back again. My question for today would be what kind of structure do kids have nowadays? Back in my day, it just seemed like if you didn't do something right, schools didn't really care too much to make sure that you passed. I mean, nowadays it seems like they have a lot of love for the children, and it just seems like a lot easier than what we used to deal with when we were kids. High school for me was the 90s, which to me, it just seemed like our generation was a lot more respectful. We definitely respect our elders. We respected our people, anybody around us, and we knew what it was to work hard, to make something of ourselves, to listen to mom and dad, to respect our parents, and it just seems like nowadays these kids have no respect for their parents, and it's just a shame. I honestly want to put the finger on the parents because I feel like you're teaching your kids everything that they learn. The minute they have eyes and ears, they're listening and they're doing what you do because they imitate and they want to be like mama and daddy. That's just part of life. That's like a brother wanting to be like his other brother, or a sister looking up to his older sister. The one thing that I always say to myself is I just don't understand this generation. Maybe you guys can shoot out your comments. Let me know what you think about the generation nowadays. I'm 36 years old, so I was born in 1982. I don't know what generation these kids are coming from nowadays, but they're so disrespectful, especially to the parents. And when you're standing out there and you're watching a kid be so disrespectful to their parents, you almost want to step in and say, you know what? Back in my day, my mom would have mopped me off the floor and then asked me questions later. Nowadays it just seems like the parents don't want to punish their kids because they're afraid of moral punishment coming to the parent. I say as long as you're not abusing your child, you're allowed to whoop that kid. I don't care if the kid's 17 years old. If my kid was 17, I'd bend him over my knee and give him a good couple paddles. That's the way it goes. Back in my day, no, there wasn't no just, I'm going to whoop you with the belt. My mom would have definitely mopped me off the floor and pulled me up and told me, let me ask you questions now. And that's after a couple of teeth knocked out. We learned in my generation to never disrespect your elders. It just seems like it's so bad nowadays. I can't believe these kids and how they just disrespect elderly people. It just doesn't make sense to me. And it doesn't matter if they're really, grandma or grandpa or what. It's just the disrespect is there, the attitude, the cockiness, the everything. There's no love. I think love has been lost in this world, and that's just really bad. You know what I mean? I feel bad for a lot of people that just are lost in this world, and all we need is love, because love conquers the world. I hate to say it. At the end of the day, you may hate what you did, what you said, maybe the person around you, but at the end of the day, you love life. You wouldn't be here if you wasn't loving life and loving the people around you. And it's just so disrespectful to see these kids nowadays treat their parents like this. To me, it's horrible. I don't see where you grow up to be something that people are going to be appreciative of. To me, I want to be appreciated of. I want to make sure people are looking at me as a person who is somebody. I know I'm not going to be the president. I know I'm not going to be somebody, a star on TV, MTV, whatever. But at the same time, I want people to know that, I grew up in a good generation. I grew up with respect towards my elders. I grew up knowing that mom and daddy are the boss. And you know what? No matter what happens in life, I want them in my life, because one day goes by, you have somebody, you don't. And I just feel like a lot of people are put in place and say a lot of things that they're totally going to regret in life. I really do. So leave me your comments and stuff. Let me know what you guys think about that. And you guys have a wonderful day. God bless all you parents out there that are working hard to keep their kids alive and healthy and sheltered. I know it's really hard for us in our generation and our president and all these things that are going on, but you know what? We can survive. You guys have a blessed day. God bless.